Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in the center. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well. From beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor. Smith. Here's James. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Here's Curry. Pulls from the top of the key. That's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. LeBron kicks to Fry.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. And that's now 6 points for Draymond Green.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Smith for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Fry. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Different look here for the Warriors. Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Spates dishes to Iguodala. With the shot. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Smith, the pass to Mozgov. With the fadeaway. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Barbosa's shot is off.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did, and people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Rush comes in for Festus Ezeli, and Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Warriors trail by 4. For 3, Barbosa. Thompson with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Green, and it's Rush in the small forward position. Andrew Bogut checked in for Maurice Spates. And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Dishes it to Shumpert. Love kicks to Irving. Another shot.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
It's tipped. Inside. Whoa!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one's good.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Warriors trail by 5. Here's Bogut. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Offensive rebound. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Some changes for Golden State. Ezeli comes in for Green, and it's Barnes in for Brandon Rush.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And the rejection by Ezeli. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's called on Channing Frye. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Frye. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for James. And the Warriors also making a change. Clark, he's checked in for Steph Curry.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. And that one's good by Clark.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Ezeli dishes to Clark. Off target from outside. Down low. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. To the inside. Another shot. Iguodala. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
He kicks to Barnes. Takes the 3. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And that one's good, Irving.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Iguodala, the pass to Spates. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. Inside. Out to the right wing. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 13 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Look at that.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Bogut kicks to Barnes. It's stolen by Smith. Green with the block. With his first shot attempt. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Warriors trailed by 7. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. It's good from long range.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Smith outside. Here's Irving. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they look fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bears that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. And it's Rush in for Harrison Barnes. Here's Green. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
That ties it up.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. So we'll see Klay Thompson go to the line here. That one on Love. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
A tight game here in Cleveland. Here's LeBron.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Outside, Green. Iguodala kicks to Curry. And there's the pass to Ezeli. Green inside the three-point line. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking. I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it. And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Warriors lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Curry is out there with Barbosa. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Warriors leading by 3. Green left side. To the wing on the left. And Curry, here we go. And that one's good. Curry's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Nobody near Irving. And the 3 off target. Barbosa gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 7.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Love with the screen on Curry. Irving dishes to Love. Can't hit from the elbow. Love's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Now the feed to Bogut. And Curry has it in the corner. And another 3 for Golden State.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
It's stolen by Curry. Oh, here comes Curry all alone. And Green slams it in.
Those are the kinds of plays that win you games. I mean, really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up court with it. No hesitation.
And that could be the KO right there.
James. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Barbosa against Love. Barbosa's shot is off.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Warriors leading by 12. Puts up a 3. And it's Barbosa again missing. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Irving for 3. That falls. Big assist by Love. And that's 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
LeBron drives in. Latrey. The offensive rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
No good from Clark. The Cavaliers trail by 9. He lobs it up. And the dunk by James.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 15 points and 5 assists. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Ian Clark.
And good, aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Thompson. LeBron passes to Fry. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game. Curry kicks to Green. From 13, the shot no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Feeds it to James. Stolen by Thompson. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Bogut gets the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Warriors?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. Smith wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up. Iguodala has been fantastic.
And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Love kicks to James. On the wing, Irving. Connects! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Irving's got them falling right now, that's for sure.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Curry dishes to Iguodala. Thompson passes to Iguodala. Knocked loose. And stolen by LeBron. Fast break, here they come. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're losing by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Money!
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by LeBron. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you
there.
what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Timeout called the Warriors. Guys, what do you think?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.